Good morning, my LinkedIn family. I hope you all are fine and you are enjoying your holidays wherever you are. Uh, I am live today with a great topic. I think career development, career progression, and transformation is something that we all need to learn and know throughout our career. I started my career when I was very young. I was just out of college when I started working. And in my 36, 37 years of career, I kept learning and kept implementing these great ideas at different times. So learning never ends, and that is my belief. And with this belief, I try to work and coach people on career development and LinkedIn utilization of LinkedIn, building their network, and how network is important for us to grow, particularly in the modern times. So thank you very much for joining in wherever you are joining in from. I would request you to introduce yourself quickly. You can simply comment. Siddiq Jamal, thank you. Good morning to you. Just comment where have you joined in from, your city or your country. This is a great opportunity for all of us to connect and to expand our network. So treat this live session as an opportunity to grow your network and help network members. Um, you can help in many ways. It could be a very simple help by helping someone tweak, uh, one line in a resume. So this is the way it is. You do not really need tons of resources or lots of time to help someone. You should really be looking at whatever you can do. So I would look forward to connect with you, anybody who is out there, and also kindly share this live broadcast by pushing and share button so that other people in your network also get benefit of this session. So today I have a great friend uh, from my network, and she's from Tunisia. She's a transformational coach and a fantastic person, and she specializes in asking questions. So, it is your opportunity, whoever is out there, and I'm still waiting for people to comment on their location. Where have you joined in from? Pooja, thank you very much. You have joined in from India. Siddiq, from where have you joined in? If you put it there, and anybody who's joining in, stay with us. This is going to be a phenomenal session. So, Rehab, Lukhil, good morning, Rehab. Rehab is
Hi,
joining us.
good evening
Yeah.
here.
So yeah, I know it's so the world has
4
shrunk.
p.m.
The
actually.
world has shrunk. We can communicate and connect with people 24
Yeah,
hours, 24/7, 365 days a week. So Rehab is we both are from the same network. We are
yeah,
from Growth Academy community, and we got connected about 3 weeks ago. And
mm,
as I learned about Rehab, I thought I should bring her, in this session, my live sessions, in which I try to help people understand how things are going and how they can do like small things and transform themselves. So transformation is your subject, Rehab, and
yeah.
you have been transforming individuals. You're a transformational coach, and as I said, you were backstage at that time, is that you love asking questions. And I also believe there is no
I
wrong
do.
question. If you don't know something, ask, because at the end of the day, you must not shy with that. So, without any further delay, I would request Rehab to kindly introduce yourself as to what do you do.
Thank you very much for your introduction, Hamad. Actually, I'm a transformational coach, and my first client was myself. So I've transformed my life. I've totally transformed my life. So I've been I mean, unemployed. I've been in unemployment. I have been with a bad set of ideas, of beliefs. I've been asking the wrong questions, having the wrong mindset that will lead me to nowhere. I've been totally stuck with my own thinking. So I try to do it myself. I've been reading all the time, trying to figure out how to become the person that I dreamed of, and I've realized this. Right now, I am the new version that I've written probably years or months ago about what I want to become. And I become it. I mean, even emotionally, even the type of ideas that I had, the type of feelings I wanted to have, the type of income I dreamed of, the type of personality. Like I've been a very uh, fragile personality. Most of the time afraid, most of the time doubting, most of the time anxious. Now I'm really an optimistic person who has deep trust. Deep. I mean, I've transformed my life. I've transformed my own self. So this is why I told you that I'm my first client, and I've done it with others. So I've implemented the process, and I am doing it using questions. Like when someone starts speaking, he's he's telling us about his own thoughts. I just have the ability to see what others fail to see, especially the one who is in the waters. He's in under the lights. He's unable to see a lot of things. But I start asking questions, innocent questions. Why do you think this is true for you? Why you think this about yourself? Or why did you, understand this event as it means like that? Maybe this have different meaning. What other meanings could this event could have in your life? So using questions, people start doing, yeah, you know what? You're right. And they start discovering themselves and they want more of this experience. I'm not selling a process. I'm not selling documents. I'm not selling something on papers. I'm selling an experience of discovering ourselves. And when we discover ourselves, you know what? I want to go there. Please help me. You can do it. Oh, really? How? It's very easy. It's in front of you. My God. And this is how I not push, but help clients, friends of mine, people that trust me. I coached. I mean, my sister 2 weeks ago, she gets hired in a very big company here in Tunisia, and she thought that she will never be hired in. I mean, she was unable to understand how this happened. It just happened. Just just follow. She trusted me because I'm her sister. I had friends here. My manager. I was hired as a research strategist, and I ended up no. The manager told me, you know what? You're no more a test strategist. You're no more a research strategist. You're my own coach. And he likes speaking with me, having a weekly coaching session, discovering what he needs most in order to get and to make it to the next level, to the next breakthrough. You are
Sorry,
muted.
my mic, my mic was muted. So I absolutely agree. I think our first stage is self-exploration. If we understand ourselves, then we will be able to plan our strategies. And often, what I see and what I write about, failing to implement your strategies. So you should have strategies, doable stuff. As I always said, I said in this session also, you don't really need tons of time or tons of efforts to help someone if you really want to help. Uh, and that help could be as simple as helping someone tweaking just one sentence in a resume. That makes a lot of difference. Or like doing a podcast or a live session the way we are doing. We are contributing our time, right? uh, and and this is the way it is. I think technology and internet and social media has provided us tremendous opportunities. uh, when I was growing up, we would receive a newspaper which would have news from
Yeah.
yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And now we are prompt, like you are sitting in Tunisia and I'm sitting in Toronto, and we are talking live, and there are people who have joined in live also. So we have Muhammad Abid Islam. Good evening. Can you please share where have you joined in from? Uh, we have Tanasia. She has joined in from New York. Thank you very much. Uh,
Hi.
we have Muhammad Salam, who have joined us. Wa alaikum salam. We have Muhammad Abid Islam. Good
Hi.
evening. We have Pooja
Alaikum
from
assalam.
India, and we have Sadiq Jamal. Good morning, Sadiq. And we have Zafar Baloch also. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Zafar Hasnan is joining from Malaysia. Mohammed Arbaz Ahmad, you have joined in from India. Thank you very much. So you can see this is more like a pretty international webinar that we are doing,
Yeah.
Rehab. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. We will be, Rehab and I will be addressing your questions also. So,
Feel free to post
keep
all your
just
questions.
yeah, post your questions here. Imran has joined in from Indonesia. Hello, Imran.
Hi, Imran.
Uh, and another Imran, Dr. Imran, has joined in from UK. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Hi.
Uh,
Good morning.
so great, right? So what I request from all of you who have joined us today, Rehab and I will be speaking about transformation. How do you transform yourself? And the way Rehab explained it initially is that you need to understand yourself first. And I will ask, my next question would be, how do you do that? But before you respond, Rehab, a couple of more people who have just joined in. So Majid Khan, hi
Yeah.
Majid. Can you please share from where have you joined in from? And we have Abdul Mughni. Assalamu alaikum. From where have you joined? So if you can just put in your locations, that would really be great. And please treat this as an opportunity to network with people who are commenting and who have joined in. So we will. I mean, this is the opportunity, really. Whoever has joined in will connect with each other, and hopefully just one connection. It just requires one connection. Um,
Yeah.
as I said, Rehab and myself were connected 3 weeks ago. Now we are live, so we are actually expanding
Mm.
our network, we're expanding our relationship, and we are strengthening our relationship. So we have Hassan from Saudi Arabia. As I understand, Hassan, you're in Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. Randy has joined us from she and he is our Growth
That's
Academy.
me.
Yeah, see, he's from the group. Hi, Randy. Good morning to you. Majid has joined us from Pakistan, Lahore. So, a great community that we have already joined in. And
Mm.
please, as I said, connect with each other and learn from each other. That is the key message that I have here. But Rehab, how do we explore ourselves?
First of all, we need to ask another type of question is why do we need to transform ourselves? I mean, why did I do it? Why did I transform myself? Because I wasn't satisfied with my old self because I was struggling. I mean, in all means, like I'm a mother of three, I had toddlers, I had, I mean, bad circumstances that I didn't feel like even though I had an amazing husband, I had an amazing family, I had an amazing and healthy kids, but still, I mean, anybody else will say, "Oh, you are fortunate, you have everything," but deep inside, I felt like this is not me. This is not me. This is not the version I dreamt of me. This is not the Inside of me, there was an entrepreneur. Inside of me, there was a leader, someone who speaks up in every gathering, in every meeting, someone with very strong personality, but who is struggling. And I was confused. Like the question of Tanasia, he said, how to deal with uncertainty. I was uncertain all the time. I was confused. How I dealt with it with trust. I have an article called I don't operate by knowing. I don't know. I operate by trusting. I trust the future. I develop it like a small muscle called optimism, called belief, called trusting in God, in the universe, in the future. And this small little voice that I didn't believe in the beginning, I didn't believe her enough to trust her. And now
So I think there is an internet blip at Rehab's site. She is gone black. We can't control internet, but I'm sure she's going to come back. Uh, let's see. Let's wait for a while. Otherwise, I'll give her a call. We have a couple of questions already, and
excuse me for the interruption.
no problem.
Hamad.
No
Sorry.
problem.
So I
We
was
can't.
speaking
As you said,
about,
we can't control internet, but we will come back. So thank you very
yeah,
much.
thank you very much. So I was speaking about this little muscle of belief, of accepting uncertainty, of accepting confusion, of accepting that I don't know step by step how I will do it. But this is which is very important. I know where I am right now,
Mhm.
and I know where I want to go. I repeat it, which is very important for each and every transformation. I know where I am right now. I mean, like for example, let's say financially, I'm right now in this level, and I want to go to this new level. So if I just make this starting point and ending point, the how will take care of itself. This is very crucial. I repeat it again. For someone, for example, who is working in an entry level role, and he want to move to an expert role, he doesn't need to know step by step how to do it. No, no. He only needs to know where he is right now and where he wants to go. This is the most important part in transformation. The second part is that how will take care of itself. But let me tell you another thing. There is someone somewhere who knows exactly how to do it from the starting point to the end point. I repeat it, which is very important. There is someone somewhere who knows very well how to do it and who is willing to help you to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So for me, what was genius is that after reading a book called Mastery, I knew that I should, in my own domain, software testing, I should have a mentor, a coach.
Yeah.
And I have selected a number of them and emailed them. And I've selected and thought of an amazing, wonderful uh, person in this community who is described as the godfather of software testing. And I just had the courage and the belief that if I text him, I sent him an email, he will respond and he will take me under his wing. And guess what? After crafting an amazing email, why he should be connecting with me, coaching me, and not only why, I will teach you this, but why he will and how to connect with me, how to guide me, what I am, because people want to be told what to do exactly. Give me what do you want, not just connect with me. What do you want from me? Give me suggestions, possibilities. And he connected with me in less than 20 minutes. I've sent the email, connected with him in Skype, and he connected with me, he followed me immediately. That was very fortunate, but as a very known person on our community said, "Fortune favors the bold." And when I asked him, he's called James, like I love him very much. He is my teacher. I asked him, James, please tell me how did it happen that you get back to me so fast? And he said, you know what? You have written this email in unusually professional way. I could not to respond. I really couldn't. So when you specify where you are right now and where you want to go, and you find someone who has made this, who has been in this road to show you the road, I mean, you will make it in a very easy way, and you will enjoy the journey. You will like it. You'll
Yeah,
like, and it will happen even with uncertainty, with confusion, with everything in the road. The coach, the mentor, will show you the road and
absolutely.
will help you through it. Yeah.
Lovely. No, absolutely right. This is the way it is. When people often are shy of asking people, and if they ask, they do not ask the right way. So I
Know
get
what they ask? They say, why should him connect with me? Who am I to connect
right,
with me? This is
right.
the wrong question. Ask the
Yeah,
right question.
right question.
You The
Yeah, your
right question
purpose, your
is what
purpose.
are
Yeah,
what will I add to him? I have different things to add for his experience. How can I help him spread his knowledge? I'm reading in some comments that some of them like their chase. I mean, so much. Definitely, they do. They have this experience. Maybe my teacher has more than 30 years of experience, but knows what he needs students because they will spread the word.
oh yes.
And he needs clever students. He keep always complimenting me. Even very soon I shifted careers and he's still telling me, you know what? And you continue to
Yeah,
make bold moves. So teachers need specific students. Find out who they need.
absolutely. And I had been mentoring and coaching for over 25 years now, and I've worked and coached and mentored people from India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Cambodia, Philippines, wherever I went and worked. I worked in more than 10 countries in my career. Worked with various communities, religious people with different religious beliefs, ethnicities, languages, and all that. And what I found is that there are great people out there. Uh,
They want
the
to help. They want to
Yeah,
help. Like for myself, there is people who I cannot help because they are not helping themselves. They are not
yes,
specific about
yeah,
what they need from
yeah,
me. They are just saying hi and then disappear. They are
yeah.
just, for example, they are not sure about themselves. So there is specific ways in which we can connect with a master in his domain.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So we have, can you please name the book you mentioned again? Because some people are asking about
Mastery.
the
It's very known. Mastery.
mastery.
I'll
Yes.
share the link later.
And
Yeah,
maybe you can share the link, after the live session in the
yeah,
comment box, and people
definitely.
will be able
And,
to.
and by the way, it's very important to read a lot. Even if you don't have time at all, try to listen to audiobooks.
Yes.
I mean, books are extremely important. You should at least have 1 hour per day listening to audiobooks. You have a lot of wasted time in the
Yeah.
car, in the waiting rooms, just when you relax by yourself at night, instead of delete every social media on your phone and try to listen to books. I mean, this will help you gain years in your years, and definitely there is a lot of opportunities and ideas worth discovering.
Yes, and I personally I'm a big fan of TED Talks. In 20 minutes maximum, you gain tons of knowledge of TED Talks. So if you
Yeah,
don't have time, and this is one thing people complain that they would spend time in watching TV or maybe hanging out with people. I personally believe that if we really want to grow, this is the 24 hours that we have in a day. If
yeah,
we do not optimally utilize our time, we will never grow. So we have to make our own efforts. Like, I usually tell this when I'm coaching people, is that, if you want to lose weight, uh, your commitment is fine. You're committed to lose weight, but there are certain things you have to follow. Then only after 30 days you start seeing some results. So unless we
Listen to
don't.
me, Hamad. If someone tells you that he doesn't have time for something, this means that this thing is not important for
No,
him. If he
absolutely.
doesn't have time for reading, it means that reading is not important for him. If he doesn't have time for networking, it means that he doesn't know the importance of networking. For myself, I've started networking even though I don't know the importance. I've just doing it by my instinct because I developed another muscle called instinct. And I started networking, I started giving, I started using the golden rule of giving for everyone seeking my help. I started interviewing testers from all over the world. I started making painting patterns. I started sharing with my community, and people start trusting me because I do care. So once I do that, I've been hired from LinkedIn in about uh, 13 days after publishing my Open to Work. Just 13 days, I've got my first interview, and that
So
was amazing. I have an amazing
stop here.
manager.
Stop here for a while. So this is a
Yeah,
message. This is a great message for those people who are out there on LinkedIn. They are not connecting with people, so they are not building their network. They're not building their trust, and they are not. So trust building is by engaging with people. So what you are, how do you think, is really important for someone to connect with. People don't know
it's
you.
not
I
about
mean, they would.
scrolling.
Yeah. So
It's
they
not
would
about
only.
only scrolling on LinkedIn.
Yes. So this is a great example, Rehab. You posted something which got attention, and that actually uh, is a great example. My own example, when I started my own LinkedIn profile optimization service as a business, I really wanted to monetize it. And there are still people out there who think that this is not a legitimate business, right? But at the same time, there are hundreds of uh, experts out there, or whatever you may call it, on LinkedIn, who are actually doing coaching and LinkedIn profile optimization. So what we do, and what you as a coach can do, you can guide and coach. Ultimately, it's the implementation. The implementation is, if you coach someone, it's the implementation has to be done by that person. If you don't implement,
Yeah.
you don't achieve. So this is a great story, great sharing, Rehab, that 13 days after you're posting one article or one piece, you got an opportunity. All my business, so I'm into B2B. All my business, and I don't have a premium account, I don't have a LinkedIn premium account. All my business, 100% of it comes through LinkedIn. And
See?
my clients are global. So my clients are from Canada, where I'm based. My clients are from the US. My clients are from Switzerland, Germany,
Correct.
Dubai, Saudi Arabia. So, the globe is out there, the world is out there. We need to really explore. Why don't we start taking some questions? We're already 29 minutes in the session.
Yeah.
And the first question we have is from Tanasia from our Growth Academy community. And she's asking, how do we deal with uncertainty?
Yeah. Listen to me, Tanasya, and everyone else dealing with uncertainty, especially in the pandemic. But I have read a lot of scientific papers about uncertainty. This is something that human beings in general know how to deal with naturally. I mean, like for example weather, we know how weather is uncertain. We do not know the weather the following day, so we know how to deal with it, especially in for example, take some specific clothes so that if things become colder or heater, I can know how to deal. Like for example, having a party, we cannot have the process step by step from the beginning to the end of a party. We just try to prepare and to make some arrangements, but things happen in the party and we just learn how to deal with it in the same time. Same happen with professional life. We cannot just plan it step by step from the beginning to the end. No, there is a lot of good surprises to expect. There is optimism there. But a very important thing to handle uncertainty is to have someone to back you. It can be a friend. He can be a friend. He can be a husband. He can be a coach. Very sorry for that. He can be a coach. He can be someone else to help you with your. It can be he can be someone to help you with your. I mean, your day-to-day life, your fears, your steps, your, for example, how to send resume, how to write a LinkedIn profile, how, for example, to make an interview, how to speak with an interview, how to introduce yourself to a new
Go
I'm
ahead.
so
There was a
sorry for
blip.
the
No
interruption.
problem. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So having a coach, having someone to help you with that, having someone who have, as I told you, who has crossed this road before, who have been there, who can see things, will actually help you get more calm, trustful, optimist, and will help you along the way. This is how things worked for me. And I know that every successful person have coaches. And this is, I have a coach right now for myself, even though I think of myself as successful. And I remember my teacher, my coach, told me, I said to him, I feel uncertain, I feel confused, I feel not satisfied with what I am doing, even though I was doing a lot, but I feel like I'm not satisfied. James, please help me with that. And he said, you know what, Rehab? You are now speaking in conferences. You are ahead of my schedule by 6 months. I repeated, even though I was uncertain, even though I was afraid, even though I was not sure that I am doing the right thing. He told me, I'm proud of you. He has written in endorsement, he's proud of me. And he said, you are, and I remember in July probably, he said, you are 6 months ahead of my schedule. I, you exceeded everything I thought you were capable of. You are connecting with people, you are sharing things, as if you have been there for years. You're amazing. And from time to time, Tanasia, back to your question. From time to time, remember this. There is a small messages that will come to you, small messages of encouragement, small messages. I mean, something that will, oh yeah, I'm doing a progress. I'm on the right road. Something that will, a message by the universe, by God, will tell you, you're on the right road. Go ahead, do it.
Absolutely.
You're good. That's nice. Go ahead, do it. So
Yeah.
this is about uncertainty, and it feels okay after that. Believe me, everything will be okay. You
Yeah.
are not left alone.
And time never stays the same. Time is, change is the only constant. We don't know what are we going to. As like you are in business, I'm in business. We don't know when we get up how many business leads would we have, and you work on a lead and how many actual business leads will turn into real business. When you start driving on the road, you don't know whether you will be successful in reaching to the point destination, or God forbid there could be some uncertainty in between. So I think what you don't foresee is uncertain. So the message I have, Tanasia, is to try to foresee that uncertainty, and you can only probably do it, when you are in peace. So you have to really, and you don't really have to spread yourself too thin, right? You have to focus on certain things, one or two things, and start moving towards those things and start planning how do you achieve those two things. So for instance, we are today is the 30th of December. In some places around the globe it's already 31st of December, and people are talking about New Year resolution. And the the largest number of New Year resolution that I have seen is, and I'm very fan of that one thing, is losing weight. And that's a great thing to achieve, but you won't lose weight if you don't stop eating junk, if you don't start exercising, if you don't kick your metabolism to burn more energy. So these are the three small things that you have to do, and you will achieve it. Exactly what Rehab said. You need to really focus on your things. You really have to implement those ideas, and you will achieve it. There is no other way. This universe has been created with such a mechanism that whatever you want to achieve, you will eventually achieve it. It has to be, we all talk about smart goals, how smart your goals are, and how nicely you're
Yeah.
implementing those goals. So, Rehab, the second question I have is from Arbaz, and he says, what is the major transformation of leader to strive his team after a major downfall of a project in a startup IT business? Kindly share your knowledge. So let me begin responding to this, and I will then take your 2 minutes response to this. Arbaz, this is not the end of the world, right? What is important that if you have learned from your failure, if you have documented why did you fail, and you try to overcome those things that you not did not do right when you were implementing your project. So unless you have not documented, so you don't document in your head. Anything you document in your head does not remain the same. So you have to document it on a piece of paper, create a Word document, and document it properly. And once you have documented your failures, there may also be some successes in between. So document all that, document the whole scenario, and then again, as Rehab said, try to connect with a mentor or a coach, and share everything with that person. And that person may be a paid coach. I mean, we paid studying in schools, right? Although education should be free, right? We pay doctors to see us when we are not well. In Canada, okay, we pay taxes and the government pays to doctor. In a lot of places, there are private practice. So doctors study, and they are the experts in telling you what is wrong with you and what medication you should take to get fixed. So this is what it is. We live in economic world. So if someone is willing to work with you and charges some money for his or her expertise, that's a great thing. You may stop failing next time with that. So document it and learn it. Rehab, your 2 minutes on this also.
Yeah, first of all, I want to address the feeling regarding failure. How do we feel when we fail? Actually, we don't feel well. We don't like failures. And through my own journey, I know that we become who we are thanks to our failures, not to our successes. I've done a lot of successes. None of them have taught me anything. But my failures, my struggles, my bad moments, my defeats, I remember all of them because they made me the iron woman I am today. They made the strong personality. They made this person who is able to navigate uncertainty. They made this person who doesn't care about praise. I don't care about what people think of me. And always is exploring, thinking. Like for example, in IT projects, most of the people, I am also on IT, and I know that people follow recipes on the internet about what they should be doing. Don't follow recipes. Even experts. I mean, definitely you should be connecting with experts and relying on experts and seeking the knowledge of experts. This is very important. But still, they are humans. Even experts, excuse me, even experts. I mean, probably 2 months ago, I've connected with someone who has more than 50 years of experience in the domain. And what he was thinking, I want to myself know more as from you and learn from you as you learn from me. I have a lot to learn from you. So my idea is that You cannot follow recipes on the internet. You cannot follow blindly books. You cannot follow experts. You cannot follow others' experiences. It's a complexity. It's a complex system. You should figure it out yourself. So most of the time, no matter how it looks like it's a technical problem, it's a people problem. It's a people problem. People are causing those problems. Why? Because they are trying to find recipes how to do it. No, try to figure it out. Try to be agile. So now failure has happened. I do not believe in failure. I do believe in learning units. We are learning. What did we learn in this experience? So try to write it down. I've learned this. This may not work. We need this in technical field. We need this with people. Those people can work with them together. Those two people should not be in the same team. So we know a lot, and we read, and we explore, and we tell the story. We go to conferences, and we tell the story. We go to groups, and we share. We share on LinkedIn. LinkedIn, by the way, is amazing. There's community, there's Slack channels. This happened. And don't wait until it becomes a huge failure. Try to share with others. I mean, every day I share my findings. Every day I share what I find with testers. Every day I share what I've done with developers and programmers. And step by step, by sharing, I'm learning. By the way,
Absolutely.
way to learn is to share what you have learned. And I have people inviting me to tell me their stories in places that I never dreamed to visit. So don't
Absolutely.
wait until it becomes a big failure. Day per day, try to measure, to understand your business. Don't rely on recipes, on experts, on books. Use all of them, but don't rely on them. It's your responsibility to
Yeah,
take care of your project.
absolutely. I fully agree with you. And, humans are created as the most intelligent species on earth, really. So, so at least that's what we know, and that's what we should be proud of, really. And the strategy should be, as you rightly said, is learning from various sources and making your own decision. Uh,
Yes.
and if you're confused, then of course go back with a decision or maybe two or three scenarios. I mean, I'm a big fan of scenario based decision making. Take those couple of scenarios, two, three scenarios, to a coach, to a mentor, to an expert, as we call it. Although, I'm not a big fan or a believer of the
Yes.
word expert, but somebody who understands it. So, I mean, if you're cooking, if you want to cook, you have to go to a chef to learn cooking.
And try
Don't go to
yourself
a car mechanic,
and
right?
try it.
Yeah, you don't go to a car mechanic to learn how to cook, right? So go to the right person. Next question we have, I think we probably have time for like another 2 minutes before we conclude the session. And it's really exciting. I was initially thinking like 30 minutes. We already
Yes, I
45,
like it, the
45 minutes.
session myself also.
Yeah. Let me see. There was a question that I spotted. Um, all right. Hassan's question. There are some people always trying to get us down despite the qualification we possess, and they always tell us that experience is the most important element for advancement. Is it really so? So, what is the use of our studies and certificates? So, let me get a go on this very quickly in 30 seconds,
Yeah,
and then we'll take your point
amazing
on it.
question.
First of all, Hassan, thank you very much for joining and staying with us and presenting your question to us. Often we think that we are inexperienced or ill-experienced, but that's not true. I think we are unable to project our experience out there in the marketplace. Anybody who has done maybe a degree program, like maybe a 14 years degree program or a postgraduate diploma program, has 14 years of experience. Think about it. You have done it. You have been there, so you have developed certain skills in the job market. There's a combination of your technical skills and your soft skills. If you combine these two, you will have a better opportunity out there. There is no doubt there is competition. You can beat competition by your strategy. You don't jump in by like, I've graduated and now I'm looking for a job. You don't do that. You have to have a strategy. I when I when I used to coach young people, in universities, I would just simply ask them one question in the beginning. Where do you want to work? So it's usually, class of computer science graduates or marketing graduates or whatever. And I would just ask one question, where do you want to work? And either they're confused or
Back to
they're,
the power of questions.
yeah,
Unique,
or
Hamad,
yes,
power of
yes.
question.
Or they're just thinking of the big five, six multinational companies. Said, okay, there's tons of competition out there. If you don't get there, so you have to start from somewhere.
Yeah.
So ask that question yourself. Strategize. You're already experienced. I'll stop here and I'll take your 2 minutes into it. We have. What do you have to suggest to Hassan?
Wonderful. No one can make you feel in a way that you did not accept it from the beginning. If someone makes you feel that you are not enough, it means that you, from the inside, feel. If someone makes you feel like you're unworthy, you're not enough for the job, this means that from the inside you have this idea, you have this feeling inside of you that I'm not enough, I don't have enough certification, I don't have. So for me, the ideal cure, the solution here is not to identify yourself with what you have right now, even though what you have is already amazing, is to identify yourself with the growth you do every day. I'm making, I'm advancing, I'm working. This is amazing. And to celebrate every step, every experience, every project you put it on Git, every paper in your portfolio, every network, every connection, every single connection. Not just I want to have hundreds or thousands of connections. I have only one job opportunity. I will study it. I will understand it. I will try to perform well. I will just focus on this single opportunity and try to give my best. So when you think broadly, you will be lost. Try to be specific to this specific job. What do I need? What are skills? What are projects that I can use in order to get their attention? If there is someone who is known by not being encouragement, I wish you will not work with him. I've written in my resume before this one. I've written the criteria, something that I teach to my clients. Write the criteria of people you wanna connect with. Write the criteria that describe your perfect recruiter. Describe your perfect client. Describe the perfect job environment, employment, describe it. How much salary, friends, teams, projects, everything, even the place. I mean, describe every, put it on paper, not in your mind, on paper. This is very important. I described my recruiter as someone who's open-minded, who encouraged me to think in a creative way, think in innovation, and I've got this manager because I've created it in my mind. I've designed this experience in my mind before getting in the reality. So this is a very important concept. If you create confidence in your own self, if you create the interview experience before going to the interview, if you create your perfect job, wished job, create the experience before you live it, and be optimistic about that.
Yeah.
You know, 3 months ago, I've been kicked off my house. I've been renting a house for years and I've been kicked off of it. And I have absolutely not any place to live in. And I've rented another house. My house is not yet prepared and I've a lot of problems. And I've dealt with all this day per day. And even now, I don't have internet. I'm house in my parents' house, and I still working. I still giving. I still connecting. I still helping others. Taking them on the phone because I don't have internet. I'm taking them on the phone, helping them with my voice, even though they cannot see me. So, so it's okay not to find anyone to encourage me, but it's not okay not to encourage your own self.
Absolutely. No, I fully agree with you. So let me just recognize Naveen Fatima. She says failure is the only directions towards your goal. Absolutely. And
Yeah.
we have last question, which I will try to address, and then we will conclude the session. I have another call coming up in a minute. So with this guy is on line, so I just
And I'll try to answer questions in the comment after the session.
yes, yes. So, there is a LinkedIn user. I am not sure because there is no name there. What you guys are doing for newcomers when they were rejected because they do not have Canadian experience? Are you guys bringing up to your business training discussion or your network discussion? So I'm not sure who this person is, but let me quickly tell you that a lot of immigrants in Canada is a country of immigrants. Wherever you go in banks or stores, you will find immigrants, right? You know how many locals are out there as compared to immigrants, and then we all become Canadian citizens, and then we all become locals, right? Uh, what happens is that the person who has migrated usually brings in a lot of experience, qualifications, and everything. But what they are disconnected with is the local job market dynamics. Coming
Mhm.
in like three major countries that are kind of dominating the immigrants market is China, India, and Pakistan. China, India, and Pakistan. This is the sequence. Now, Chinese, big numbers, and they have their own businesses, and usually Chinese are accommodated in those businesses. Indians and Pakistanis are the people who have that issue. Now, you're coming in from Saudi Arabia, from tons of experience in India and Pakistan and Dubai or wherever, but you do not understand the local job market dynamics. It's when they talk about Canadian experience, they are not talking about nuts and bolt experience. They're talking about your skills to work, your adaptability, uh, your ability to work in a multicultural organizations or multicultural environment. This is what you don't project. And in my own efforts, um, and it's a paid effort to be very frank, your LinkedIn profile sucks. So you do not actually have because a lot of us never used LinkedIn previously, right? We have a profile. The profile is sitting there doing nothing. And I work with these people, of course, on a paid basis, and not only optimize their profile to target the local job market, but also to provide them coaching on how to network locally, how to target recruiters, how to understand how job market works. And I do regular blogs on my website also on these topics. So whoever you are, if you want to connect with me, you can always DM me, follow me, and we can take it on from there. There is another LinkedIn user who just says hi. So hi. Uh, if you have any questions, you put it out there, and Rehab and myself will be able to address it. And so the conclusion. Let's talk about conclusion. Know yourself. That's the first point. Know yourself. Explore if you
Ask
don't.
the
If
right
you have not explored,
questions.
ask yourself
Yeah.
why are you interested in doing what you are interested in doing. And then go to the how part of it. You have the why part, then go to the how part. How would you do that? And find people who would support you, paid or free support, whatever, uh, to help you achieve your goal. The third message from Rehab is don't only believe in books and the blogs and the YouTube videos. There are tons of YouTube videos who would say that I made $100,000 passive income, and they would never tell you how to do that and how true that video is. But there is passive income. There is no doubt about it. May not be 100,000, maybe $5,000. Uh, so don't believe in that. You are human. You are intelligent. Learn from all these sources and then try to come up with your own version as to where you want to go. Be
If I have
specific.
a last sentence to say for you
Yeah.
guys is to take the responsibility. of your career, of your life. It's your responsibility. Even me as a coach, I will try to show you the road, to coach you in your fears, but you will take the total responsibility of who you are becoming.
Absolutely. And when I make presentations, I usually ask a question. You're a big fan of questions. What is the single biggest success factor in life? What is the single biggest success factor in life? And
Thank
the next, and I will just leave the next slide blank, and people will start saying passion, compassion, network, and all that. And
you.
my
It's
third slide says just one word, which is YOU. You are the single biggest success factor in your life. If you
yeah,
don't do it,
right.
nobody will do it for you.
No one will do it for you. That's amazing, Hamad. You have said it perfectly. No one will take you to this new career. No one will take you to this new income. No one. It's up to you to do it. And please have faith, unlimited faith. Faith that doesn't have a cause, that doesn't have a source. It's just a huge faith that things really will get better in the future. Please communicate with me if you want to have a session where we ask questions, when we tell you about yourself, when we ask the right questions in your own specific situation, because each situation is not only specific to this person, but it's unique. It's unique. So I wish I can help you in the future. Thank you for reaching us, Hamad.
Absolutely, and thank you for your time, Rehab. We were originally planning for half an hour. We are already 57 minutes
Oh
above
yeah,
in the session, and we have tons of comments to on this session. Hopefully, we will connect again because I am now scheduling a regular series of these live sessions. I had not been consistent previously uh, throughout 2021. Hopefully we'll bring you again uh, in a month or 2 months time, and hopefully people will have a lot to learn from this session and the sessions coming forward. So connect with
congratulations
Rehab.
on your feedback.
Connect with Rehab, connect with me, share this live video by just simply pushing share button to the users to the network that you have. And with this, thank you very much, Hamas Siddiqui, signing off from Toronto, and Rehab signing off from Tunisia. And watch a little video that we have to show you.